back in my room, a bit quieter because of the nerves I get when recording. I don't know who's watching out there, but yeah, I hope you can hear me at this volume. But this video is basically about jealousy and envy. It was mainly about jealousy, but then envy's gonna fit into it. Someone very close to me told me about that, and I think it would fit in really well. So I am so nervous about filming this sort of stuff at home with my parents home. I don't know why, I just am, but we're gonna go for it anyway. I don't know how this video is gonna turn out. I'm gonna try and practice my editing and see how it goes. I got my computer right here, so this shows me what I look like, so I'm trying to work on that right now. Really gonna jump off tangent if I keep going, so forget that. I don't know if I tried to record this video out on the field the other day, and I don't know if I'm gonna put that clip at the start or at the end. I don't know, but what I do want to do regardless is make a video about jealousy, how it can ruin your potential. Story time. I was at my friend's house and all the uncles or the aunties, they were all there, mainly the uncles, were sitting in one room, and my friend is talking about what he's up to, what he's been doing these days. I'm there just listening, and he's going on about this and that, and how his I won't say anything because I want to keep it nameless, but how his work is helping with this, and then it's going towards that, and the benefit of this, and it sounds vague, but he's working on something and he's able to talk about it. And I was sitting there, 20 years old, he's 19 or 18, thinking, what am I doing? That made me sit there quietly. I didn't get engaged in the conversation, I didn't talk. I sort of just sat. It felt terrible. And the reason it felt terrible when I was thinking about it deeply is because I was jealous of him. Maybe not jealous, envious. I was envious of him. That did not feel good. I wanted what he had. I wanted to talk about something like he could talk about what he was doing. Then I came back a few days later thinking about it, and I was thinking, why am I jealous or envious? Envy is wanting something that someone else has, but jealousy is, it's a bit different. Jealousy is kind of like losing something that you already have, or not being able to get it, if that makes sense. And what I felt is envy. I was envious of someone. I was envious of my friend, my best friend. That's a terrible thing to be, because he's your friend. You should support them, you should be happy for them. But I was sat there thinking, I wish it was me. And that sounds shit. That's a bad thing for me to think, and I'm aware of that. I mean, I managed to figure out a way to get rid of those thoughts, and I'm about to show you that in this video. The reason and the way I was able to get over those is this. It's a book. It's not got anything in it. Well, it does now, but it didn't. I just wrote about what I'm blessed for. I'm gonna show you this. Do some crazy editing, put it back here behind me, see how that goes. But writing down what you're blessed for and what you're grateful for and your goals for the day, it helps. You might think, what's the point? My goal for the day might just be to brush my teeth or to do my bed. And believe it or not, embarrassing to admit, but I didn't start doing my bed until I was end of 19, 20 years old. So I didn't think it was important, but then I started doing it, and I tracked the habit for 60 days. I tracked that habit. For the first few days, I missed a few. Didn't go too great. And eventually, I got it. And now I don't even track it. It sounds really stupid. You know, most of you probably already do your bed since you were really little. But yeah, now I do it easily. So writing down and tracking the little things really can help. And when you write down what you're blessed for every day, it helps build in your head that you have something that someone else will always want from you. There's no matter who you are, there is something you have that somebody else would want to take from you. And I don't mean that in like a, oh, watch out, they're going to take it from you way. I mean it in, be grateful you have it. Because today you have something that you subconsciously value, but you don't every day. I mean, knowingly. And tomorrow that could go. Whether it's your family member, a pet, your partner, your money, your clothes, your house, everything. It can go. It can. Because it's all temporary. So writing these down, it can really help with that envy. It can really help with wanting something that other people have, because you start to understand what you have and you become way more grateful for it. Now on to another point of this. Your potential. Jealousy and envy, they sort of ruin your potential. You might think, how do they ruin my potential? They're just thoughts. Yeah, well, okay, in my case, my friend, he had something I didn't have and I wanted it. So what did I think? I thought his friend gave him the opportunity to work with him on something, and I completely changed my mind on what I was thinking before. But at the time, I was thinking, he's only got this because of his friend. It's his friend's work, he's just there. It was just me demotivating my friend in my head. And then I'm making these excuses like, oh, I could do this if I had a friend like that, or I could do this if these conditions were met, but that isn't true either. And that's how it diminishes your potential, because it tells you silly reasons as to why you can't do something when you can. And that's why you gotta learn to keep that away. You gotta be happy for your circle. You gotta be happy for the people, even if you're not happy, even if you're not doing something right now, which you are, you just don't realize it. You gotta be happy for the people around you, not jealous, not envious, but happy. Because once you start being happy and grateful for what you have, you'll understand that you can do way more with what you're given. You have resources and you can do much more than you think you can when you're aware of what you have. Think about it. I mean, if you're watching this, get a book, a simple book like this, and write down 3 things you're grateful for every morning. You know what? Once a week. Start simple. Write down something you're grateful for once a week, and 3 things you're grateful for. And just watch how you start to appreciate what you have, and then build it up and up and up. I mean, at first, this wasn't even a gratitude thing or something to be grateful for. It was just a book where I wrote about my feelings. Yeah, that's literally it. It was just a book where I opened up, I wrote about how I felt for the day on a certain topic, and that's it. And then one day I just started doing this, and it helps. Trust me, it helps. Leave a comment down below if you try it, and if it helps you, I'd love to know. Yeah, I don't know how this has turned out. I've just been waffling. I've not done a script. I've never practiced. This is the first run of this video I'm doing. Let's see how it goes. That smile seemed fake, but it's not. I'm just super tired. It is 12:45 a.m. right now. My hair is all juked up. But yeah, this video is completely improvised. I was just thinking about it. That's the way I want to keep these videos. So let's see how they do. Thanks for watching. Imagine that wasn't recording the whole time. I would have just